It's Hopalong Cassidy. With action and suspense, out of the Old West comes the most famous hero of them all, Hopalong Cassidy, starring William Boyd. The ring of the Silver Spurs heralds the most amazing man ever to ride the prairies of the early West, Hopalong Cassidy. This famous hero thrills his 60 million fans with action and dangerous adventure. In the role of Hopalong Cassidy is the popular star of the motion picture series, William Boyd. And appearing as that laughable old character, California, is Andy Clyde. Now to our story, The Empty Saddle. October has a special meaning for cowpunchers on the Bar 20, or anywhere else for that matter. The crisp nights, the bright blue sky, the red leaves on the maples and the creek bottoms are all background for the busiest time of the year, the fall roundup. So Hoppy is all business as he stands with California at the rail of the Bar 20 corral.
Hey, Jim, what you doing down there? I'm trying to get this horse in the corral over here. The darn thing won't move.
California.
Yeah, Hoppy?
What about Ace?
Who?
Ace Beaumont. I want him to set up a corral for the wiener calves on the flat. Where is he?
He ain't showed up, Hoppy.
What do you mean? He was to be back last night.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to the boys at the bunkhouse this morning. He rode over to Three Forks Friday, you know, and...
I know. He went over to Three Forks to see his girl.
Easy, Hoppy. Now, don't get sore.
I got a right to get sore when one of my best hands doesn't show up for the roundup.
He's in love, Hoppy. You got to make allowances for Ace.
Well, maybe so. I sure didn't like him. He's never let me down before. He knows how bad I need him now with a couple of thousand head of cattle to round up and brand.
Sure, Hoppy, but Ace is young, and the minute he set eyes on Ellie Summers over to Three Forks, he couldn't hear a heifer bellowing right under his nose for the wedding bells in his ears.
Wait.
Huh?
Turn around. Take a look.
Gosh almighty, it's Ace's buckskin.
Yeah. What's the matter, boy? Where you been?
His hide's all tore up, tail full of burrs.
Cinch came loose. Saddle dropped down under his belly and scared him.
Reckon he throwed Ace somewhere?
There isn't a horse alive that could throw Ace Beaumont.
But what could have happened? Ace knows better than leave his cayuse untied. He ain't...
I don't know, but I've never seen a time when a man's horse came back without the man that something wasn't wrong. Give me a hand with this saddle.
Sure. Beats me. Hey, look at them grease spots in the saddle skirt there.
That's not grease, California.
Huh? Hoppy, you mean...
It's blood.
Yeah?
This horse is all cut up from buckbrush. Probably came across the mountains from Three Forks.
What we going to do?
Tell the boys we're going to Three Forks and we're not coming back till we find Ace Beaumont.
Now back to Hopalong Cassidy and The Empty Saddle. Ace Beaumont's buckskin horse has returned to the Bar 20, its blood-stained saddle dangling on a loose cinch, clearly telling Hoppy that something has gone wrong with one of his top hands. It's almost dark when he and California tie up in front of the Summers General Merchandise store in Three Forks to find Ace's sweetheart, Ellie Summers, waiting on a customer inside.
She's got old Pike Peters in there.
Yeah, giving him a grub stake, I reckon. Poor old Pike's the unluckiest prospect for alive. 40 years of tramping the mountains and not a strike. Well,
Wait a minute. Remember what I told you. Not a word to Ellie about Ace not showing up. I don't want to get her worried.
Right, Hoppy.
Well, Mr. Cassidy.
Hello, Ellie. Pike?
Howdy, Hoppy. So what you doing here in Three Forks?
Just dropped by for a visit.
You see, by your partner here, he's still caring for the aged and infirm over at the bar 20.
Why, you old pack rat. Why, you was in the pension list before I was born.
Don't mind us, Ellie. Go right ahead with Pike here. We'll wait till you're through.
All right. Now, let's see, Mr. Peters. That was 20 pounds of red beans, a pound of salt, package of soda, a side of bacon, and 50 pounds of flour. Comes to $4.20.
Reckon you can put her on my account, Miss Ellie?
When are you going to make that strike, Mr. Peters?
I'm nearer than you think, Miss Ellie.
And what happens when you find it?
Well, we all get rich, just like I agreed. All you nice folks who've been grub staking me for all these years. Now, about these supplies here.
Go ahead. Take them along. I'll put them on your account.
Thanks, Miss Ellie. Well, better be running along. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Oh, if Father were alive, he'd have a fit.
Never make money that way, Ellie.
Oh, I guess I'm just soft-hearted. Now, what can I do for you?
We need a little hardware over at the ranch. A few nails, a couple of 100 feet of rope.
A roundup coming off in a couple of days.
Ace told me. Did he tell you about...
I haven't had much time to talk to him.
We're going to be married next month, after the roundup.
Well, congratulations.
Funny he didn't tell you. He said you were number one on his list. When did he get in?
Last night sometime, I guess. I was out with the riders. Didn't get a chance to see him.
Last night?
Yeah.
That must have been quite an errand he had to do.
Oh?
He left here before noon yesterday. You act as if something were wrong, Mr. Cassidy. Is there...
Oh, nothing at all. Well, we'll see you tonight, Ellie, before we head back. You'll be home, won't you?
Of course.
Good. Come on, California.
Bye, Miss Ellie.
So he left here before noon yesterday. Had an errand to run.
Errand? What do you figure he was up to?
I don't know, but it's time we took this up with the sheriff.
Now, take it easy, Ma. There's no use getting all riled up just because...
You ain't heard me out, Sheriff. Maybe time I get through, you'll see I got reason to be riled. Oh.
Well, Hopalong Cassidy.
Hello, Sheriff. You know California Carlson here.
Sure. Howdy, California.
Hiya, Sheriff.
This here's Ma Strickland. Runs the double dot east of here.
Howdy.
How do you do?
Ma figures a foreman busted his tie rope and took off without saying where.
It ain't no joking matter, Sheriff Lane.
Who is it?
Turkey Ed Higgins, best darn ranch hand in the county.
What happened to Turkey Ed?
Well, if I knew, I'd run right out and put a load of quail shot in the seat of his pants.
How long's he been gone, Ma?
Most a week now. I'm telling you something's powerful wrong here, and I'm asking you to get off from that chair and do something.
And I'm telling you, I ain't got time to go running after every cowhand in the county when he gets an idea he wants to go to the city for a spell. Now, you trot back to the double dot and calm down. He'll show up in a day or two.
Wait a minute, Sheriff.
Huh?
She's right. There is something wrong. I'm missing my best hand.
Who's that?
Ace Beaumont. He didn't show up at the bar 20 this morning.
Okay. What about that, Sheriff?
Well, wouldn't be the first time two cowpokes took a notion to go on a spree.
Only Turkey Ed don't know this Ace Beaumont from Adams or Fox.
Anyone see Ace around town, Sheriff?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, this is Tom Oliphant, my deputy.
Howdy.
Don't get riled up about Ace. He's all right.
How do you know?
I had a talk with him down at the Aurora Cafe Saturday night. Played a little poker. I know he's okay.
What are you holding back, Oliphant? Spill it.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. Just a little private matter. A business secret.
Maybe you better talk, or maybe you'll get fired.
Yeah? Go right ahead, Sheriff. It's a funny thing. I ain't too worried about my job right now. Well, so long, folks.
Why, that young whippersnapper, huh?
Take it easy, Sheriff. California.
Yeah, Hoppy?
Keep an eye on Oliphant. I want to know everywhere he goes tonight. And don't let him know he's being followed, you understand?
Yeah.
Now, what about Parmalee over at the Aurora Cafe? What's his line?
Oh, gambling, booze, you know.
Two men disappear. There's no connection between them. They don't even know each other. Both of them might have won heavily at the Aurora. Maybe this Parmalee couldn't afford to lose that much.
Well, knowing Parmalee, I'd say that ain't a bad guess for a starter.
Well, I still ain't convinced, but I'll go along with you. Let's have a talk with Parmalee.
All right, Sheriff, all right. Turkey Ed Higgins played cards here a week ago. Ace Beaumont Saturday night. Both of them took me for a ride. Is there any law against that?
Might be. If both Ace and Turkey Ed disappear real sudden.
Disappear?
That's right, Parmalee.
So, you think I shot him down on a trail somewhere to get my money back, huh?
Didn't say that at all.
Well, that's what you're implying. So I shot him down in cold blood. And while I was at it, I did the same thing for one of my own dealers.
What do you mean?
Bill Hendershot. He's been missing for 5 days now.
3 total strangers. Ed, Ace, and this Hendershot. Nothing to do with each other. Maybe Turkey Ed had an enemy or two. Don't know a ranch boss who hasn't. And there might be someone who's gunning for Ace.
I know half a dozen like to have Hendershot hide.
Sure. But who'd have a grudge against all 3?
Hoppy.
Oh, excuse me, folks. Did you trail Oliphant?
Yeah, he just saddled up. I followed him out of town to Shadow Canyon Trail. Now, what do you reckon he's starting up into the mountains this time of night?
That's what we're going to find out, California. Let's get going.
Ain't much use in going further, Hoppy, with them clouds over the moon.
Yeah, I can't see a thing. We might catch up with him, but he's too fast for us. Hold it.
Something's up?
Yeah, I'm not too far off. Let's go up a little farther.
I ain't exactly comfortable riding this trail like a sitting duck. If that moon comes out again, we
You're right. We'll have to wait for daybreak. Uh-oh. Pack mule up ahead. Must be Pike Peters. Pike! Pike!
Who is it?
It's me, Hopalong Cassidy.
Oh. Mr. Cassidy. Say, I was getting mighty nervous. Heard some shooting up the canyon.
Yeah, and if you're smart, you'll stay where you are, Pike.
You heard the shooting?
Yeah, I think it's got something to do with the disappearance of 3 men.
3 men? What you talking about?
We'll know more about it tomorrow. If I get my way, Sheriff Lane will have a posse up in these hills by sunup. Come on, California, let's go back.
Cassidy, where in tarnation did you go?
Rode a ways up Shadow Canyon.
How far?
Far enough to convince me our 3 boys aren't off on a spree.
I guess we're all convinced, Hoppy. We'll have a posse together by 6 tomorrow morning. And it ain't 3 boys, by the way.
Huh?
It's 4. Like I say, I'm convinced now. Oliphant's horse just showed up at the corral. Without Oliphant.
Before we continue with this exciting story, here is a word from your announcer. Now back to Hopalong Cassidy and the Empty Saddle. 4 men have mysteriously disappeared from the little town of Three Forks within a week. And with the last one, Tom Oliphant, the sheriff's own deputy, Sheriff Lane is convinced it's a job for a posse. Meanwhile, Ellie Summers sits alone in her house at the edge of town, waiting for Hoppy to drop by for the hardware he ordered a few hours ago at the store. It's late at night when...
Must be Mr. Cassidy. Well, it's about time you got here, Mr. Cassidy. I've been... Oh.
Howdy, Miss Ellie.
Pike, what are you doing here?
Well, I run on to Mr. Cassidy in Shadow Canyon and figured there's something you and me ought to talk over. Mind if I come in?
Oh, no, of course not. I've been waiting for Mr. Cassidy to drop by.
Been playing cards, I see.
Solitaire.
Solitaire's no game for a nice young gal like you to be playing, Miss Ellie.
What is it, Pike?
Mr. Cassidy says there's a posse forming tomorrow going to strike up into the hill.
A posse?
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
Well, yes and no. There seems to have been some mysterious disappearances.
What do you mean, Pike?
Turkey Ed Higgins and Bill Hendershot and Tom Oliphant. They all